Hello, everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House, and welcome to Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom for this upcoming week of May 11th through May 17th of 2025. My name is Claire Candy Hoff, and my name is also Angel Ariel, as I had an angelic walk-in experience on January 11th of 2003, which I write about in my award-winning #1 Amazon International bestseller, I Am an Angelic Walk-In, the autobiography of Angel Ariel. Here is that remarkable book. Went #1 in 5 countries, as did the prequel to it, One True Home, Behind the Veil of Forgetfulness. Both of those novels, as well as my other book, Angels of Faith, can be found on Amazon in print, in Kindle, and for those who love audiobooks, it can also be found, those 2 novels can also be found on Audible. Now, I'd like to thank everyone who has liked and shared and subscribed to my Claire Candy Huff YouTube channel. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. If you become a subscriber, you will receive a notification when I upload new videos. Thank you to everyone who has made generous donations for my free content. If you'd like to donate, I have left my PayPal link in the description box down below with all of my contact details for my amazing, amazing business, Angel Healing House. Please go to my website, and that's angelhealinghouse.com. Now here on Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom, we do pull tarot cards and oracle cards, but we always look first into the astrological heavens to see what planetary and celestial energies will be affecting us. Now, in 2 days' time, on May 12th, we have a full moon in Scorpio, which is called the flower moon. Now, this is so called by the Native Americans because of all the blossoming and all of the abundant flowers at this time of year. The full moon in Scorpio will complete what was initiated by that intense new moon that we had in Taurus 2 weeks ago. Those new seeds that we planted, which we planted either unconsciously or consciously, are now absorbed and will be transformed into long-awaited and also long-lasting opportunities. And my angelic family, the posse of angels, and I are saying hallelujah with Scorpio representing transformation and the cycles of death and rebirth. Well, it's giving us the great possibility of going deep to find a new wisdom and a new way of being. And everyone, some would even say we're going into a time where we will be wearing a new identity. When coupled with the intensity of Scorpio, this full moon's energies become more intense, more purifying, and deeper, and they urge us to release and surrender even more than on other full moons. Now, here come the posse of angels. They're saying and sharing that many might be surprised how their emotions may rise up. But they are reminding us that this is not to overwhelm us, but to guide us where we need to release attachments in order to transmute pain and expand into our power. Many know that it's only by deeply acknowledging and feeling our emotions that we can free ourselves. So it's not solely so it's not about solely mirroring our wounds, but also to see how strong we have become. Be aware that you might feel emotionally raw around this full moon. You might feel drawn to people in the past or feel an urge to let go of something or someone. Release what no longer serves you in order for you to grow into this new identity. Then from May 15th through May 17th, the sun will pass near the star, which has the name Algol Algol, which is associated with divine feminine power and the transformation of shadows as we move through death and then rebirth. No wonder many of us are going to be stepping into a new identity. Deeply held in these shadows may be suppressed parts of ourselves like fear, and once they're acknowledged and brought into the light, we can reclaim parts of ourselves. This fixed star, Algol, is linked with goddess Medusa, who was turned into a hideous-looking woman with a head of snakes. It was through this transformative event that she became even more empowered. The wisdom behind her experience and the story that we can glean from it is that the transformation that we go through in life often makes us stronger and much more powerful. Now, on this same day, we have one of the most powerful transits of the year when the Sun conjunct Uranus in Taurus. When two planets align themselves virtually on top of each other, their energies blend, causing them to conjunct, which amplifies the attributes of both of the signs. Taurus is the sign of the bull, is the sign of stability and security, and Uranus is the planet of revolution, and it provides a recipe for some major events to occur. This transit has everything to do with who we think we are and where we place our expectations and attachments, again, on our identity. And this identity that we have about ourselves is often formulated by how we think we are meant to show up in the world, which jobs and careers we think are best for us. It extends to who we think we should love or marry, where we should live perhaps, what clubs we should join, what pastimes and interests should we do. Did you notice that there are a lot of shoulds in that previous sentence? Much of this identity was programmed and formulated by our upbringing, the groups, the faiths, the beliefs that we took from our biological family. And then we just kind of unconditionally perpetuated it by who we always believed ourselves to be. Most of the time, our identity is on autopilot, never questioned, as we allow this belief of ours to set our habits, our attitudes, our perceptions, and assumptions of ourselves and the world around us. Now, over the past year, there are many in the lightworker community who have tackled probably the most difficult areas for them to finally address, which is finding closure with unconditional and compassion and forgiveness for our biological families. The posse of angels is sharing that this is why the hardest was saved for last, as so many of us gain such strength and empowerment through other challenges in our lives. Now that we've created space, and I hope you have created space by finding closure with your biological family concerning unconditional love, forgiveness, and compassion. Now, in some cases, some people have had to respectfully break away from their biological families, but you've done this with unconditional love and forgiveness. Once we do this, we can turn the mirror on ourselves and address this identity that we formulated when we were in lower dimensional energies. Now, the posse of angels is asking us, who would you be if you suddenly had amnesia and didn't remember the deeply embedded former programming or conditioning of your identity? What if you could work with a clean slate to do, to be, and to have anything your heart truly desires? The reason for these questions about identity is that this is exactly the energy that the Sun, conjunct Uranus in Taurus, is getting us to consider. Now, firstly, Uranus is the planet of revolution. And when it is grounded and stable and organized and secure in the sign of Taurus, it acts like an eruption, bringing with it unexpected surprises. The posse of angels is reminding us that these surprises will always be for our highest good. Now, Uranus, like the tarot card, the Tower, is there to bring down and destroy structures and systems, relationships that need to happen in order to bring forth liberation and bring in an energy more in alignment with our evolution and our elevated consciousness. Hence, perhaps our metamorphosis into a new identity, which is more in authentic resonance with who we are now. This transit is giving us a chance to challenge who we think we are, and so that we can grow beyond any limitations and any preconceived notions of what we are capable of achieving and accomplishing. The identity that many people unconsciously wear and never question is very comforting for sure because it's known. It feels safe because it's predictable. And, um, and there are no surprises. This is especially true of the sign of Taurus. But this transit will act like an earthquake that may shake up our routines, our values, our finances, our sense of security, and it may cause us to question if our identity that we've built our lives around enhances or if it actually limits our lives. This may bring in breakthroughs and opportunities to go beyond who you thought you were. And while it may be destabilizing and a little bit uncomfortable, the more we can embrace this change, the freer we will be to step into our new way of being in this new era of light. If anything, this transit will help many to get out of their comfort zones and to fearlessly be their authentic selves, find their true identity, even if this means going against the flow. To begin our additional messages from today, maybe I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to go to a new deck of mine and choose just one card. I adore this deck. It's by Lucy Cavendish and it's Sisters of the Sea. And if you are at all into mermaids, this is a deck for you. The only card that we are going to start, which is going to give us an overall glimpse, or like a painting into this coming week, is this one, 41, which is the number 5, which is the number of change, and it's the number of it, and the message is adventure. The posse of angels is sharing that you might think that you are healed enough, have raised your consciousness high enough, or that you are empowered enough for the adventure that your soul is calling in. But you know what? All of this really doesn't matter. For when this new adventure manifests and beckons for you to join in the dance, it will come in because of the divine timing around it and because you are more than ready. You are more than prepared to embark on this new voyage of your soul. It's happening because your soul is now ready to meet its full potential. And there is something about the sea that you have been swimming in that is stifling and restricting your energy and movements in order to flow. Mermaids adore flow. So, the mermaids and the posse of angels, they're encouraging us that when an opportunity or when an offer comes in, first thing is take a deep breath. Go in the direction of your intuitive heart's knowing. And if it feels right, step forward to your chance to be born into the most authentic identity of your life. You know, swimming deeper into waters will lead many in the collective to sing the most beautiful siren song of their soul. And for those who are afraid that they'll feel uncomfortable and unsafe, we have some amazing advice from David Bowie, an artist who was not afraid to keep changing himself to feed his soul's expression. This is a quote of his. If you feel safe in the area that you're working in, then you're not working in the right area. Always go a little further, a little deeper into the water than you feel you're capable of being in. Go a little bit out of your depth. And when you don't feel that your feet are quite touching the bottom, you're just about at the right place to do something exciting. But you never learn that until much later on. So many in the collective are now swimming and flowing, allowing themselves under this new moon, Scorpio full moon on the 12th, to surrender and let go to this new flow. Beautiful card to start off with. Now I'm going to another new deck of mine. Well, fairly new. It's Angels and Ancestors. The first card that came out for us in this Kyle Gray deck is the Air Guardian. Look at her beautiful headdress there. Love it. And it's about shifting our perception. It's confirming for us to shift our identity as to who we are in this new era of light. Do take time to really reflect on your identity and see if it still fits the elevated, divine, multidimensional being that has evolved in consciousness to fit this new era of light on planet Earth. Open your eyes. Look at her wide eyes, and open your mind to go beyond any previously programmed beliefs about yourself as to what you can do, what you can be, and what you can have. How you recognize and see yourself is how you will be recognized in the world. Opportunities are now moving towards you, but they will only open up if you exhibit the energy to draw them in and support them. Beautiful card to start off with. Next, we have our second card, which is, yes, it's the Magic Guardian. And she is here to help us to unlock the magic within. This is a reminder that the magic is within each and every one of us, and that the answers we seek are within as well. In fact, the Posse of Angels is reminding us that the fulfillment of our prayers has already been answered in the etheric, and all we need to do is release and surrender our efforts to control the how and the when of them happening. Again, we need to do is direct our intentions and our desires, dictate ourselves to a goal or to a dream. And then all we need to do is to allow Spirit to show us the way, the people, and the path to connect with for this fulfillment. The Posse of Angels is saying that in the meantime, don't wait for things to manifest, but utilize that time to passionately create. For it's in the energy of creation that the universe will then create the people, the situations, and events to bring about your intentions. We are reflective mirrors for the universe. Next card coming in for us is this one, High Priestess. Harness your mystic power. The Posse of Angels is definitely our greatest cheerleaders today, as they are driving home the reminder of just how powerful we truly are. And they are doing this with the divine feminine archetypes. The Posse of Angels is saying that there's an opportunity for many in the collective that is rising up now. But it requires your dedication and your discipline. In fact, this opportunity is coming in now, it most probably is something that has been divinely and karmically ordered for your soul to step into at this important time. Also, no matter what is presented to us, always use your mystical power of intuition to give you guidance, whether or not to accept it, whether to step forward and really dedicate and commit yourself to it. I often say that we would not be offered something if our angels and our spirit guides didn't think that we had all the skills, the abilities, the talents, and the gifts to be able to do it. And the last card from angels and ancestors is this card. It's the Lady. Enjoy growth and reap your rewards. Now, this Lady card, all I can say is wow, wow, wow. What a way to top off all of these references to the divine feminine energies. This is the mother of all divine energies. The Lady card is the same energies as the Empress card, the most abundant card in the tarot deck. Fertility, abundance, and growth are on the horizon when the Lady makes her appearance. All the seeds that you've planted are coming to life, and many more karmic rewards are blossoming at this time. In finance, this card can represent comfort and security. If in business, it could indicate new offers in jobs, business, careers, leading to monetary success. Again, in traditional tarot, the Empress is pregnant. Could indicate a possible birth of a child, marriage proposals, and it's the overall theme of harvest in many areas of our lives, abundant harvest in those karmic blessings coming in. Wow, beautiful, divine, feminine energy, which is helping us now step into our new roles, step into our new identity. Now, I decided to go one more deck to my color goddess casting cards. And for those that are looking for this card, do remember that color is spelled with a U in the English Australian vernacular, the way, instead of OR. So just if you want. And by the way, I like to give the author as well. This author is Renee, Reneea Birch, Burch. So, first card that came out for us was this card. And why am I not surprised? It jumped out of the deck. It's the Jet Black card with its messages of conclusion, death, and ends. It's representing the same planetary messages from Algol, our fixed star, and the planet Pluto about death and rebirth. With the end of these karmic cycles, especially with the sun passing over Saturn equinox, ending karmic cycles, this ending is bringing a very, very new beginning. So new that so many of us are going to be stepping into a new identity. Each of us must walk through this door of endings, and the more we bless what came before with unconditional love, compassion, and forgiveness, the more what appears on the other side of that door will be reflective of those energies. Next card coming in for us is this beautiful teal color. And the message on this is creativity, pregnancy, another reference to fertility and procreation and birthing, and the sacred feminine. All of this reading is about the divine feminine expression now being rebirthed in this season of spring in the northern hemisphere, and also in the in the southern hemisphere as they go into autumn. But it shows up when there's a wonderful new creative idea, opportunity, or a project about to be presented and again birthed. More birthing references. Our divine feminine energy is supported through our passions for life. No matter our age, for this keeps us juicy. It keeps us engaged. It keeps us interested, involved, and inspired and motivated more than anything else. It does keep us from aging. We get wiser and we get younger. Beautiful teal color there. Next card that's coming out for us is this Iris, about journey, path, and travel. And how did we start this reading? We started this reading with, adventure, going on a very new journey. So let's see what this one's all about. Journey. Posse of Angels is saying many of us are about to get out of our comfort zones, but in a very good way, because our soul is opening up for us. This is an exciting time for change for many, with changes in partnerships, both romantic and business, ones that are more in resonance with who we have become. A change in where we live, as our energies have outgrown our current location, and we will be directed where to go, so that our ideas and our soul can blossom. In this card, there is a star, which represents our North Star, or our destiny and fate. What is opening up is our willingness to enter new doors, stepping into an absolutely glorious future. And one more card is gold. That's gold. Of course, because the doors that many of us will be stepping through lead to the golden age on this planet. What better card to end with but gold? Its message is prosperity, riches, wealth. Hard work, effort, and dedication is paying off, leading to rewards and a prosperous path. This prosperity will not be fleeting. It'll be long-term, reliable, with many creating a legacy for the planet to aid humanity now and in the golden years ahead. Beautiful reading, so full of divine feminine energy, all those birthing references, going on a new adventure and stepping into your new identity. Let's have some good fortune with our fortune cookies. And I'm hearing 4 cards. Okay, take 1. That was quick. 1. Okay. Come on. Make them jump. 2, 3. Oh, it's coming out quick today. 2, 3, and 1 more. 4. Caught it before it fell on the floor. Okay. First card that's coming out for us. Wow, you can't make this stuff up. Okay, we've got adventure there. This one is Iris going on a journey. More confirmation, travel. Long distance communication will open up your life. Exciting experiences and career advancement for many. The Posse of Angels and I have said over and over and over and over that where you have been planted now is beyond its use-by date, and you will be shown a new location to move to. It's so very exciting. Next is, look, achievement. Enjoy the limelight. You've earned it. All right, so this is all about achievement and accomplishment. Enjoy this. Enjoy this time where you are going to be recognized and you're going to be karmically rewarded. And if it feels good when you're offered something, you're offered an opportunity to grow and expand into a new identity, do take it. Next, sunshine. Beautiful sunshine. The sun is shining on your career, business growth, fabulous communication in relationships. These are our new soul tribes who are coming in to assist and support and encourage and just love us so much. There is no competition. There is only win-win situations, and it's wonderful. And the last card is Society. Say yes to all the wonderful invitations coming your way. Excellent networking opportunities and new love interests will be the result. So, wow, what a reading today. It was a little bit longer, but there was so much jam-packed information there. If you want to find out more how all of this is playing individually into your life, please give me a call at Angel Healing House. That number is 831-277-3716. Go to my website to find out more information. It's angelhealinghouse.com. Do remember that Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom airs every week on Saturdays. And everyone go out and fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. I'm wishing you love. And as always, angel blessings. And I look so forward to speaking with you again next week. Take care, everyone. Bye.